Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're back to talk about Married at First Sight, season 19. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Season 19. Yeah, they have a lot of seasons on that one. Episode 7. Before we get into that, though, we do have a receipt report about Love is Blind. Allie and Anton finally did an interview on the Vile Files today. Did you catch that one at all? Or do you want me to bring you up to speed?
Catch me up.
Yes. Well, we know Allie has been going on in her captions and her TikToks talking about all this tea that she didn't get to spill and all of this information she hasn't been able to tell us. So she did start off her interview with that, saying, I guess her and Anton went last at the reunion, so they were short on time and she didn't get to tell us a lot. So ultimately, what she didn't get to tell us was that he vapes. That was her big, bombshell. He's a vapor. Is that how we would say it? So, and then
he vapes marijuana, or he vapes tobacco, or he just...
Oh, is there different things?
I don't know.
I was assuming tobacco.
I assume tobacco because my... Okay, what else did she say?
I think tobacco. That's what I got. So he had a vape in the pods, which is interesting. I didn't know that they were allowed to do that, but I think they're maybe just desperate to get people on there. So they're like, fine, bring your vape if that's what we need. So she did know he vaped. So I'm not sure why she's shocked he vapes, but if someone had to bring it in the pods with them, my assumption would be this is like an addiction. They need it all the time, and this is going to continue once we leave here. So she said he was vaping so much on the Baja trip, to the point they were having a romantic moonlit walk, and the producers were like, if you don't put the vape down, we're going to take it away. It was in every scene, and so it was excessive. But when Anton came out later, he said she vapes too, so I don't know what the problem is. So I kind of see why they cut that from the reunion. It seems kind of like a moot point if she knew he vaped, they vape together. I mean, why are we shocked, right?
It's like, bitch, what are you
You're blown.
Like she acts like she is just this fucking he can't vape. He can't have a White Claw. He can't, you know what I mean? She made it seem like, you guys, if you guys have not been following her on social media, she has been R.I.P. 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 Bitch.
Yeah.
I thought she was had some heavy shit on Antoine. I thought he slept.
Yeah, he was.
I really thought she was gonna tell us some shit. You guys don't know, he has a temper. He threw something at the wall. He threw over the refrigerator. I thought, but he vapes, bitch. That's your smoking gun. Is that he vapes?
Yeah,
and you vape too.
Yeah. And she was aware of it, right? It's not like he told her. I could see being upset a little if he said he was a non-smoker, non-vapor, however you word it, and then boom, he has a vape. But she was aware he had it in the pods. So again, I don't know why she chose him, and then he also pointed out every time he was drinking on camera, she also was drinking. And he really felt and we had said this on our recap, that whole tequila thing was a gotcha moment. She hadn't brought up any issues with the drinking and it was fine, but she knew that tequila wasn't there, and she asked him on camera, and then he asked for more elaboration, well, what's your boundaries with this, what do you think? And she wouldn't talk about it because she just wanted the audience to see that he drank tequila and let us come up to our own conclusions. So, which the strip club thing, again, she still had no good answer for why she didn't confront him about that. They asked her and she was just kind of I don't know, I didn't want to bring it up and ruin the night. We were out drinking with his friends, and then that was it. But she brought it up at the altar. So
she brought it up that night too. She went back to the table and was like, "You're in trouble. We're gonna have a talk later."
Yeah. And then I guess she never. I think she said that his friend had said something, because we saw when he met her friends in that deleted clip that came up, right? So they did talk about that the friend had had said maybe he was a little different than he had portrayed himself to be, but I think the actual strip club part is what got left out. So Nick asked, like, are you a strip club guy? He said he goes like 2 to 3 times a year, bachelor parties, that sort of thing. And he's been once since he's been in his new relationship for a bachelor party, but that's it. So, like, it wasn't a huge thing in his life, but
Okay.
that's his word. So, yes. So, Allie said she was like disappointed in the edit because all of her comments were like lighthearted and she felt like they were portrayed as serious, like the ring comment and the everything she said that made her look kind of like a digger was just jokes, she says. So,
Okay.
but then Anton said, but when we had serious conversations off camera, like the lifestyle, the provider thing was what her issue was with me, so it wasn't really jokes, right? So,
Yeah, you hide the truth in a joke. Duh.
oh, and she also threw Casey right under that bus. She's like, we're not close. We've only hung out a couple times. So, no. They make TikToks together, but they're
Casey
not friends.
can't fucking catch a break because Casey definitely in her interview, didn't she say she's closest to making it out?
Yeah.
Like, damn, what a way to find out. But I think
Sad.
first of all, she realized that people after the reunion weren't on Casey's side and seen that TikTok and was like, ill. Or first
Mhm.
of all, you could tell that Casey and Allie were close because they're whispering things to each other. They're this, they're this. But the thing is that Allie is all about herself. That once she realized,
Mhm.
like the viewers were like, ill, like, oh, this makes sense. Like Allie being friends with Casey makes sense. It's like, oh no, 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 no. I'm not friends with her, which is I don't know. The
Yeah, that's
thing is I thought Allie got a fairly good edit. Like, she got a really, really good edit, and
mhm.
what made people not like her is trying so hard to bash Anton, and there was nothing there, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
I think after the drinking episode, people were like, okay, maybe he has a little problem that is a little strange, but you still didn't handle it the right way. If, like, you had a genuine concern that somebody was drinking, you handled it in the way of, "Aha, gotcha. Now the audience isn't gonna like you. I have every reason to walk away now." So it's like she alley-ooped
Yeah.
these things to get the audience on her side, which I think ended up backfiring in the long run.
Yes. Yeah, I think the audience can just see through not genuine people, and it just becomes so obvious when someone's just trying to make the other person look bad versus that's someone you're really in love with, and here's an issue they have or a problem, and trying to work through it or not. Sort of like what we saw with Megan and Jordan. You know, she did seem genuinely upset to be ending it, and she was like, but I can't get over these things. We have different lifestyles. So it's like we never saw Allie have that moment of like, crying and ending it like, "I can't get over this drinking of yours." I think she just kind of let these moments happen knowing like, "Okay, that's a reason that everyone's gonna be on my side." It wasn't really about how she actually felt, so,
Yeah, I agree.
um, yeah, they asked did they know that they were gonna say no before the wedding. He said 3 to 4 days before the wedding. They had the talk about, like, "Are we gonna say yes?" And she said she can't get there, and he was like, "Well, what are we doing? Like, why don't we just end it now and stop wasting everybody's time, stop wasting the producer's time?" And she's like, "No, I really want to." She had, like, a specific way to, honor the experiment and get to the altar, and so he said, "I felt like that was just a screen time thing," didn't wanna piss off producers and wanted the moment at the
Okay.
altar, so which, again, we've
Yeah.
said we do sympathize there where it's like if you leave before the altar, people are mad. If you go to the altar, people are mad. If I haven't told you lately, thank you again for introducing me to HelloFresh. It has literally changed my life. I no longer have to think about what am I going to make for dinner. All the ingredients and recipes come directly to my door, and 3 out of 4 parents say that their kids eat more veggies with HelloFresh, and I can totally attest to that. My kids are absolutely loving the family-friendly recipes.
I told you their menu is so big. It's literally doubled in size since I started using them. There's so many options to choose from. And the healthy meal options, if you're trying to get summertime fine in the winter, HelloFresh has got you covered and the meals are delicious.
My favorite meals lately are coming from their new Global Street Eats kitchen, which features local favorites from around the world. Have you tried anything off of that menu yet?
Oh my God. The fried beef empanadas are literally my favorite. If you guys have been following us on socials, then you know we've been posting our HelloFresh meals. If you've tried anything, let us know. They've honestly been so fun to make and delicious.
The best way to cook just got better. better. Go to HelloFresh.com/RR10FM now to get 10 free meals plus a free breakfast for life. One per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/RR10FM to get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. Once you get engaged, there's really not a good way to get out of it, but he didn't want to put his family through that, he said, but she did. So he went along with it.
So
So
he
then they were like, yeah, they're like, well, why did you say yes? But he said she told him, I can't get there. I don't really think there's any way I can get there, but like maybe there's a chance. So I don't know. I kind of feel more like he just didn't want to be honest about they had agreed to say no, but then he said yes, maybe to make himself look a little good too, because they're both thinking about that, right? So that's why I think it's so funny if somebody did that where you both agreed to say no, but then they go first and they say yes. If you just totally like pull one over on them and then say yes too, and then you're married, which is so funny. Not funny for you,
Right,
but
right, it is actually funny, like, we agreed that we're gonna say no, and then you
yeah.
say yes, so now Imma say yes, and now we both some yes married motherfuckers, right? Maybe we don't sign the marriage license, but
Oh my
everything on
god.
camera was a yes.
Right? It's like, yeah, you wanna play and try to make me look bad? Well, now you're married. So it's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately you'd lose in that situation because then you're married to someone you don't wanna be married to, but it would be funny. So yeah, that was really it. I mean, he said he only saw her once at the pool party after this big pool party that we talked to Avery about, but nothing happened at the pool party. They said, "Did you get rid of the flip-flops?" He said he's got more flip-flops now. He said now this, I don't know if he was joking. I don't think he was joking. He
Okay,
said the flip-flops he was wearing are for sale for $500. So if you would like to buy.
you know, actually, I would like to say that that's probably not a joke.
I
And
think he's dead
actually,
serious.
joke. These Love is Blind contestants really be feeling themselves. So I mean, I
Uh,
could see him maybe selling his flip-flops or thinking somebody wants his flip-flops.
yeah, if you're out there gonna pay $500, let us know so we can stop you because it's crazy. Well, Anton's used foot flip-flops.
Mhm.
But oh, they also talked about that girl in the audience, the one that said like cold-hearted bitch, and she went first, and so she was like, "Oh, that was really mean to see, and Anton never apologized to me about it, blah blah blah." Like really like playing up that was not nice to
Why
her.
why would Anton apologize for something somebody else said? He can't help that. And
No, and he
she didn't
said
say it to him.
no. And
Huh?
uh, he said it was his friend's fiance who had flown in from Florida, and he's like, "She didn't know what the fuck was going on, like, she thought she was coming to my wedding," and this girl is like, "No," and leaves it. Like, not everyone is up on the Love is Blind
Yeah.
procedure,
Yeah.
and I guess
Ah! She's like, "What the fuck is she's thinking? Oh my god, like, I'm coming to a wedding and the bitch just said no." Like, that typically doesn't happen.
yeah, like, that was just a real reaction. If your best friend or one of your best friends invited you to a wedding and the person said no, you would be like, "What the fuck?" Like, "Fuck that guy," or "Fuck that girl," right? So, that was a real reaction, and the friend obviously wasn't briefed on the fact that it was a sham, so she just
Or that it
that's
was
what you
Love
would
is
do.
Blind, it's like, there's a 50-50 chance it's, like, gonna happen or it's not. Like, imagine going to a wedding. Imagine just going to a regular wedding and, like, the bride saying no, you'd be like,
Right? Yeah, her reaction was, like, real, and I feel like, yeah, if Allie would have gone first and just been like, yeah, because she said, "I never met that person, I didn't know them," so it should have been clear to her, like, yeah, if I went to my friend's wedding and the groom or bride said no, I'd probably feel the same, but she was trying to make it more of, like, "That was so mean to me," but anyways,
And it's
that
not Anton's fault, okay?
no.
First of all, it's not Anton's fault. He had no control over that. Like, this victim, these girls trying to play the victim is
Mhm.
so annoying. It's like, let it go. It's been 2 years. Did you see Madison dressed up as a bride for Halloween?
Yeah, I did. And
Oh.
Madison and Allie are on what's the reality tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know what else I need to
Madison,
hear, but
please give it a fucking rest. Like, please, god damn. I don't want to hear from you ever again. You've done so many podcasts. Like, talk to somebody else. Okay, talk
yeah.
anybody else, please, anybody else.
And I will say it's annoying because I feel like Joe should have been perfectly hateable and we should have been rallying on whoever ended up with him's side. But I think Madison and Allie have just not really been likable or genuine either. So it's been hard to do, like, it's been hard to pick a side because
What
no one
else?
seems real.
What else could she possibly have to fucking say? I don't want to hear from Madison again. She's done like literally 600 podcasts. I don't want to hear from Megan. I'm sorry. One was enough. What's the reality? Okay, we got it out. We got all the questions out. It was incredibly boring. That's it. It's like, can we talk to Jordan? Can we talk to Joe? Joe hasn't done any interviews. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird.
Can we talk to Nick? Nick and Annie had such an explosive storyline, a monumental moment, if you would say, of like not letting him break up with her. Like, that was freaking hilarious. Like, they're,
Yeah. We need
comments about the LGBT community. Like, let's talk to them. We don't need to talk to Madison 100 times and fucking Megan. You're a mom. We get it. Congrats.
Well, and we know you guys love the behind the scenes and the unseen stories. And so Anton did mention in this that he went to the end with Kaylin as well and chose Allie over her. And we wanted to talk to Kaylin, but of course, Kinetic will not let her talk to us. So
Can't even
maybe
talk to
someone else.
Kaylin. We can't even talk to
Yeah,
fucking Kaylin. This is why we talk to the
nobody.
janitors and to the girlfriends who are not under NDA, because Kinetic fucking hates us.
Yeah, and I mean, our Avery interview did really well, so we know people want to hear these things, right? So maybe we could talk to Megan's baby daddy or something, because
Maybe we can talk
we're
to the
like,
baby.
oh,
Maybe the baby will talk to us.
that would be
Please,
so
not
good.
NDA.
Yeah, we just need different perspectives. Like, you're right, Megan did What's the Reality, did the Netflix one, now she's doing the Val Files tomorrow, and it's like, and she's doing it with Jordan. And I love that they're the only two actually there on the couch because Megan's got a bag and can pay for those flights because the rest are all zooming in, of course.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be some tea. They're just keeping it so cute. Although Megan was sliding some digs in her last interview. She said, it's not necessarily a dig, so she's being smart about it, but she said Jordan quit his job to be a full-time influencer, which they all do, but it's like, maybe jumping the gun, maybe wait and make
Yeah,
sure.
you wait a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
Oh,
we haven't heard. Oh, what else? Tell me.
sorry. I was going to say, speaking of Jordan, did you see he revealed the baby mama yesterday?
He revealed his baby mama?
Yes, they did a TikTok together and everyone's commenting how cringe and terrible he is at TikTok. So that's what I mean about, like, don't quit your job till you know if you're good at this, because not everyone is good at making content, right? And myself
Yeah.
included. That's why
I
I
guess,
barely showed my face till I got on here.
no,
So
she's an
no,
amazing
but
creator. But
you
I think because we knew Jordan's baby mama, so I guess maybe I haven't been checking for her. I know I know she's a baddie. Where's the TikTok?
She is. She's
Yeah.
gorgeous. And unfortunately, everyone in the comments is comparing her with Megan. And okay, wait, let me show you the whole thing so I want to see your reaction to Jordan's part. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, so that's her.
Oh,
If you're
she's
not
cute. I mean,
watching,
I've seen her. I knew we had been seen her, but she's very cute. Like,
she
very
is.
cutesy.
Yeah. And just different than Megan. I think we mentioned that when we first told you guys that we had found her. We said, she's more of the baddie, I guess you call it, like the makeup done, however you say, and the lips looking good, and just Megan's more natural, right? And that they're both gorgeous. It doesn't mean one's more pretty than the other, but yeah, the comments are not very nice, sadly. So people do that. Like when we interviewed Avery, I think 99.9% of the comments on our Avery video is comparing Madison and Avery's looks, and with Casey, almost all women. And I just find it so ironic because everyone hated Joe just for saying Madison's not really my type. And then if you go to our video, it's like the most like detailed, horrendous insult. Someone said that we look like people from the Capitol, which I think is
Yeah,
from the
mama,
Hunger
bitch.
Games.
First of all, somebody said that we look like people from y'all, bitch. They said that we actually look like people from the Capitol from the Hunger Games
Because we had too much plastic
because we had
surgery.
so much plastic surgery. Mind you, neither
I would not
one of
choose
us
this
have a
way.
lick of plastic surgery, a lick of Botox, a lick of filler
Yeah.
at all. Like, never. So I'm like, are you trying to throw shade or give a bitch a compliment? But if you're trying to throw shade, and I have to catch myself, you guys, because I will go to your page. I will go to your Facebook. I will find your mama, your granny, your daddy, and I'll talk about everything. Okay, so don't fucking play with me. Like, let me catch the comment. Let me catch the comment, and I'm gonna light your ass up.
The funniest part is I was like the day before my lash appointment, so I had no eyelashes. So I was like, oh, I see what they're saying with this Capitol thing.
Because what's so funny is Ashley was like, oh, I think it's because I didn't have eyelashes. Because the Capitol people wear like white
No,
they wear either they'll like shave their eyelashes completely off or they'll wear like white mascara. So she was like, I mean, have my eyelashes. I said, especially with just being a fucking asshole, okay? Like,
yeah.
mind you,
But yeah.
in they whole avatar looking like who done it? Like, bitch, how dare you say a motherfucking word? And you see when I clapped back at her ass, she didn't have nothing to say. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She was real quiet after that.
Real
But
fucking quiet,
yeah.
bitch. You don't even have any plastic surgery, ho. So you just complimented us. Thank you. Like,
Yeah, it was very weird insult because they thought they really did something by telling us we went too far on the work, but we didn't have any yet. So it was
we're just getting started. Come back next year when we've actually got some Botox.
yeah, we don't want to be accused of more plastic surgery. We want suggestions of what to do next. So that's what you should be telling us. But yeah, it was just ironic, right? Like that the Team Madison people who hate Joe because of the whole looks thing were in the comments like, Madison's way prettier than this girl and she looks old and this and that. And it's weird. Anyways, just we don't got to compare. There's no, everyone looks different. So when someone has an ex and someone has a new person, they're not going to look the same always. So,
Right.
oh, we got on a tangent again. How was,
Let me do that.
did we finish? Did I have more to say? Oh, the other thing about Allie is they asked her, will she do perfect match? And she had another annoying answer of like, my private life is private. And if I have something to share, I will, but stay tuned. Like big things are coming. And so as far as we know, we got some perfect match tea, you guys. You know, we always get the best perfect match tea. We know the cast. We know when it films. So it started filming October 8th, season 4. And it should be done in the next couple of days. So as far as we know, Allie is not on the cast because she's been doing interviews and around. Unless it is possible she zoomed in to this files. I didn't see the video. I only listened. So I'll have to check the background. So it is possible, I guess. We haven't seen her like live and in person anywhere in the last couple of weeks, or have we?
I mean, the reunion, but that was a while ago.
They did do like a fan event, right? On the night of the reunion.
Yeah, I don't
Was
know.
she there?
I don't know. I don't keep up with her. She's honestly very annoying. So.
Well, I'll go back and check some posts and see if she was there. Because if she wasn't, then maybe, I mean, she's definitely hinting. She's given like what was that guy's name who broke his finger on Love Island when they like panned to him and about Love Island games, and we knew he was gonna be on just because of his dumb face. Yeah.
Yeah, into Love Island games, fucking dumbass.
That's what she's giving. So
Okay.
she could be there. So we'll go back and do some detective work. If she's not been seen live and in person since October the 8th, but we had heard they filmed the reunion around the 8th or the 9th. So maybe she flew out like right after.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, but we heard that Brittany from season 7, DC, Brittany and Leo, was going to be cast, but then didn't end up going. The biggest tea we have, a very random perfect match cast member that I don't know if we've ever had a Bravo person before, but allegedly. So casting we hear things, we usually are right 99% of the time, but until the thing is done and edited, you never know. They could cut someone, maybe they didn't work out, but from what we've been told, Allie Luber from Vanderpump Rules is there filming. So
Yeah.
she'll be on Perfect Match if it all goes well. So
Yeah.
what do you think of that casting?
That's major. That's major. That's James Kennedy's girlfriend. She was on Vanderpump for a long time. They had, had a big, massive breakup. So that's
Mhm.
actually like, I don't know. Perfect Match seems a little below her, but whatever. Whatever. You got to pay the bills somehow, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I heard that she was gonna be on Southern Hospitality or one of the Bravo shows, so I don't know if that's still happening. But yeah, Allie's really the only name I've heard of. Like, obviously, we had Francesca season 1, we had Harry season 2. For the season 3, they had like Clayton and Rachel, that whole thing, and Freddie and Madison, lots of
Yeah, they had some big. I
AD and
think they need
Ollie.
they need like one like massive person each season. So I think
Yes.
that's the alley. And that's where
Who do
most
you
budget goes to.
do you think Allie's on like a Harry, Jowsey, Francesca level, social media wise though? I don't know that
I
she
don't know about
is.
I don't keep up with her. I don't keep up
Mhm.
with her. Um,
I wonder if I
but
don't
I
think that
think
they would have
as far
James.
as like Bravo celebrities and like the lure of and like and the massive success of Vanderpump, I see why they would pick her, you
Yeah.
know.
I think they realized the crossover aspect was really smart last time. It brought in new viewers, but again, Netflix is so much bigger than Bachelor Nation, right? And so much bigger than Bravo, I would think, in terms of like a globally. I know the Too Hot to Handle social media wise does really well because it's such a globally watched show. So usually there's lots of Too Hot to Handle people. Allegedly, a lot of the new season of Temptation Island, which I forgot about, but that's coming soon. So
Oh, I forgot about that
no
too.
names yet, but we will keep you guys posted. We should
Okay.
get more tea soon. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
excited to find out. I mean, it won't air for like a year, but it's still
They
exciting.
they need to really fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you know any Netflix people that have been missing for the last like 3 weeks, let us know. I saw Chloe was like single again, right? We talked about that. So I'm like, I wonder if she would do it again. But
I don't think she would do it again. I think she'd probably maybe I mean, I know Nick Lachey hosts, but I could see her trying to like host it or do, something
yeah.
of that.
Yeah, maybe they'll switch up the host or
Yeah.
something. I'm trying to think of who would be like a big Love is Blind person. I could see them putting Tyler's Ashley on just for the drama of it all. I'm sure she
I
would
could
have a
see them
lot to
doing
say.
that. I could see them doing that. I don't know if I see her doing it though. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
Netflix and reality TV ruined her life enough. So she's probably like, fuck you guys.
yeah, I don't know. If she's going on expecting to find like a good partner, probably not a good
Yeah.
idea. But
Right.
we didn't get one single successful couple except Adie and Ollie from the last season. So, but that, I mean, they have a baby, they're married. That is a lot
Yeah.
of success. So it
That's a
can
lot of
happen.
I think they're writing that. Like they're definitely writing that, like to be like, look, it's real. Like, perfect
Hmm.
match is real. Real relationships come out of it, which again, it doesn't really get any bigger than a baby and a marriage. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to hear more tea about that and more Love is Blind interviews. Although, yes, I would like a little more variety in who we're hearing from.
oh,
We
and
haven't
like
heard from Jordan yet,
well,
so
yeah, we haven't
tomorrow will be good.
Jordan. I mean, I think Edmund did one small interview that didn't really pick up any traction. He didn't really say much. KB has only done that joint one with Madison where Madison was fucking doing all the talking and talking over her. Um,
Hmm.
like I said, this is the first time we're hearing from Allie and Anton, thank God, because I mean, I wish
Hmm.
did they ask Anton about why him and Madison were pretending like they were a couple?
No,
No.
he said Madison's one of my closest friends, but no like reasoning behind that again still. So
Well, we know
I
what the
don't
reason
know.
it was for clout. Like he had
Yeah.
announced his girlfriend on the reunion and she literally posted a picture of them like, "You guys have been wondering if we're together." No, we haven't. He just
And
told
she
us
was
that he's a girlfriend.
all up on him, right? And so ironic that she was mad at Joe and Casey for that, but she's all over Anton and he ain't single. So
Period.
the
Period.
hypocrite the hypocrisy is crazy.
Yeah,
So
it is
I don't know.
you guys wanna know something so funny? One time I went like this to Ashley. And
Don't
she started going she was like this, and I was like, "No." Like this.
I'm starting a new thing. It's like this now.
If you guys are listening and you can't see us, like, the finger tap, like, clack it. Yes, like,
Mine's like
Ashley
a
is in
crap plot.
all palms, all 4 fingers and her thumb opening and closing together.
Maybe I'm just extra clocking it. Like, it's really big T, so I need all my fingers.
Clocking it. Clock.
That's a new thing we're doing. Extra big clock. Okay, it's not
Oh,
good. I'll
anyway,
stick to this.
and
That's better, right?
well, you can do
Yay,
it.
I did it. I try my best. I can't see good. I can't tell how many fingers you're holding up, so.
Oh my god. Okay, you wanna get into this Married at First Sight? We're being silly today.
We are silly today. We got up early today because we had an interview this morning
Mhm.
with Whitney from Salt Lake City. So iconic. We were so pumped to talk to her. So, yeah, we're delirious now.
Yeah.
And we still got
Yeah.
more to do later. So, so you get silly us, but that will be out with our Salt Lake City recap tomorrow. So if you're a
Yes, so
Salt Lake
excited.
fan, check it out.
Yeah, and so surreal. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's like a big star. We'll interview people who aren't on TV. We'll interview anyone. But when we interview someone we've watched her, I've watched like the last 5 seasons of her, 6 seasons now. It's really crazy to actually talk to her. So it was fun. We had a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, we'll do episode 7 of Married at First Sight. Well, the first couple I wrote down was Derek and Megan, which I don't want to say poor Derek because I'm sure he's got his issues too. But Megan, it's very difficult for him to have a discussion with her, as we see. Uh, we start the episode off though. He's figuring out the dog stuff. He's trying, which I think that was cute that he's giving
Yeah.
it a shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do, right? When you're
Yeah,
married and you don't know and you're trying, like, it's a learning curve, but, like, she's insufferable, bitch. Like, I'd have left her ass because it's
yeah,
like, what how do you want this man to approach? Like, you guys are gonna have conflicts. You guys are gonna have problems. You guys are strangers. You guys don't know each other. Why do you think
hmm
everything's an attack? Why do you think he's being it doesn't matter if and we see that happen in the episode, right? Where he's like, he's trying every which way to bring something up. If I bring it up in a calm manner, you feel attacked. If I say that my friend brought it up, so then I chimed in, you feel attacked. If I cannot talk to you, I cannot tell you I have an issue.
hmm
How are we ever gonna get married?
No, like what was she so upset about with so he saw his friend, right? And they had a chat. I mean, he just married someone he doesn't know. So like kids and all of that is an acceptable topic, I feel like. And she was mad that he talked about it with a friend, right?
I don't fucking know, Ashley.
Okay. I couldn't
Because
I'm like, how did we get here?
she it sounded like she was mad at him because she thought that he was accusing her of not really wanting to have kids, and he never
Yeah.
said that. He never
No.
said, "I think you don't wanna have kids." He never said that. Like,
No.
obviously, she wants to have kids. He was just like, "Are you" like, "I'm not willing to compromise on a big family, so are" I think and mind you, when they had the conversation, she was like, "Let's put a pin in it." Okay,
hmm
now we're taking the pin out, bitch. Like, now it's time to talk about it. Like, last time we talked about it, I said I wanted 3 kids. You said you wanted 1. Now that my friend is asking me about the family, I'm like, okay, we never circled back to that. Does she want 3 or
hmm
does she want 1?
Yeah, and if neither of them wants to compromise on that, that's something that they are not going to be able to get over, and that's important to talk about before decision day, right? So she's acting like it's not a big deal, like we're going to eat here for dinner, but it's like if he can't give up his want of 3 kids and she can't decide to have more, then they really aren't to
They're
match. So they
gonna
kind of have
probably
to figure
settle
that
it
out.
too. Probably, I think that's the best compromise. But, but I know in the previews and in the trailer and all of that, we hear somebody say, "I'm pregnant." I feel like it's them.
I think so too,
Yeah.
because I thought the previews for next week look like they're having a talk about that. Like, I don't know if they're trying to throw us off, but
I noticed that
and
we didn't see them a lot in the previews, so I was like, "Oh, they're gonna break up, and then they're gonna"
mhm,
this is just my theory, "They're gonna break up, and then they're gonna get back together because she's fucking pregnant." She said that they're
yeah,
having a lot of sex with no protection. They
uh-huh.
pregnant, bitch.
I totally agree. I know I've had some people DM about, like, I guess there's spoilers out there, but I'm like, I'm kind of enjoying not knowing what happens this time because with Love is Blind, we always usually know a lot or not everything, but we know some and we kinda
You
know
know?
what's coming, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's so hard to just be surprised. So I'm like, I'm enjoying being surprised on this one. Maybe next time we cover it, we'll get into like spoilers for you guys, but
Yeah.
I don't know who's pregnant. Don't ruin it in the comments if you know, because other people probably don't want to know, but it feels like it's them for sure.
For
Especially the
sure.
mention of unprotected sex, and that's what
Well,
it's giving.
it's like, if you think about it, it has to either be them or Josh and Jalen.
Yeah.
Nobody else is
Yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of options.
good. You know what I mean? So,
Probably
you know,
not Rhonda. So
not Rhonda and definitely not Chad,
could be Belinda.
and
No.
Belinda don't feel like that man.
No.
Yeah, but
True. Yeah.
Megan is very, very confrontational, argumentative, hard to deal with, hard to talk to. I can't even imagine his frustration. And she doesn't understand, like, he gets, like, stick up his ass defensive when it's like, I try to say something to you and you have that reaction that I hate, the reaction that I'm trying to avoid. I don't know
Mhm.
how to talk to you. So then he shuts down and then she
Yeah.
accuses him of being the reason for it. She doesn't even understand that she's the cause of this, you know? So,
When they went to the night with, like, the girls and the guys, and they showed her just being like, not telling the girls what's really going on, and they give flash to her being like, "I just don't think it's their business, and that's not good to discuss with them." And then as soon as they went over to him, and I was like, "Oh, no, he's totally gonna tell them everything, and she's gonna flip out about this," and that's what happened. So it's I understand not wanting to bring your problems to, like, your friends and the group, but you're already on camera, so they're gonna find out eventually, and the whole point of this is, like, figuring out if you can stay with this person, so you kinda have to talk about these things, so she's, like, holding him hostage, basically, and not letting him talk about it with anyone.
yeah, yeah, she's awful and she's psychotic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Run, Karen. Run,
I
run,
well,
run
and
fast as you can. You can't catch me on the gingerbread man. Run, bitch, run.
well, he is pretty passive, right? So I just like, I wonder how relationships in the past have gone with her, with people who are similar to her. If they're, like, reactive the way she is, like, could get very toxic.
It could, but I feel like that's why most passive men are with, like, super fiery women because it's usually a good
Mhm.
balance, and I feel like if she would just shut if it's okay to be fiery, but, like, you're so freaking impulsive, you're so freaking, like, quick to just turn it back on him, like, you just want him to be the problem so bad that you're not listening to anything he's fucking saying, you're just waiting
No.
for your moment to react and turn it back on him. That last scene of them, I'm like, "What is she even" like, 'cause she was like, "I'm done. I'm leaving." I'm like she, like, went in the room, closed the door as if we couldn't fucking hear you, bitch, like, you're mic'd up, like,
Yeah.
you're still the problem, even off camera, you know, and it's just, like, hearing him trying to reason with her and, like, her just like, she has no rationale, she just wants him to be the problem, and if she could, like, really just self-reflect, like, they actually could be a good pairing. She's super
Mhm.
fiery, he's super passive. I poor guy, like, I really think he's trying his best. I hate when a woman makes me side with a man, but my
Yeah.
god, seek
We
help,
hate it.
go
Yeah.
to therapy.
Yeah, and I don't think if you have to go off camera and go in the room, you're probably doing something that you shouldn't be doing, right? Like, if you're speaking to him in a way you don't want on camera, then why are you doing that? Like, why not just have the discussion in front of the cameras, because you don't want the cameras to see you getting all raging on him, so don't do it then, right? I think they could be a good balance because he's less emotional and
Yeah.
she could use that to kind of tone herself down a bit, but it's almost making her more mad. I feel like that he isn't reacting, and she
You
gets
it
like more
totally
amped
you
up.
can literally see it, like,
Yeah. She's trying to provoke him.
yeah, like, you're just not gonna say anything? Yeah, that's just how
Yeah,
you
she
are.
like wants a
You
fight.
just yeah, you wanna fight. You wanna fight. You wanna fight.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of hope for them, but
The
if they're
baby's
having
gonna
a
save
baby,
the baby's gonna
yeah.
save them, which is unfortunate because
Mm.
babies don't
Well,
save relationships. They save them for a little bit, but then
you think you're stressed before you have a baby and just wait. So have babies with someone that you already can get along with and have a pretty decent like day. Like if your week is full of fights and stress already in your relationship, do not add a
we're
baby to
already
that.
fighting over a dog. What you think gonna happen
Yeah.
with the baby?
True. Oh no. Maybe it'll calm her down because babies really just make you so relaxed. They don't.
I mean, what
Well, good luck to them.
right, right.
uh, what about Britt and Will? Surprised me in this episode. We started off rocky. Uh, she missed him when he went away.
Ugh.
He organizes his closet by sleeve length.
Mhm.
We love an organized man.
Mm. He's organized, all right.
What What did you think of them? Did they improve in this episode or no?
It's giving fucking fake. It's giving so fucking fake. It's like at first I was like, "Oh, right?"
No.
It's so like I can see why she thinks it's like getting better because it's more than she was getting, but it's very much
Mhm.
like, "Hi, how are you? How's your day? I missed you."
Mhm.
You like when you don't have anything to say, so you just keep saying, "You're so cute. You're so handsome. You're so good looking. Like you're so sexy. I miss you. I just want you to come home."
Mhm.
There's no chemistry. There's more like
No.
they're like cousins have more chemistry. Like there's no chemistry. There's no spark. There's nothing there. There's
What
nothing.
about the hidden camera catching her straddling him? Was that just for the cameras or what was going on
I
there?
mean, I thought that was
Yeah.
the one part of the episode where I was like, "Okay." She said that the
Mhm.
physical intimacy is not a problem anymore, so I'm assuming that they're fucking.
Yeah, that I know, I keep feeling like he's not they're not into each other, they're,
Yeah.
like, passive aggressive with their little comments all the time, and, like, they just don't have any chemistry, but then that little camera scene, I'm like, "Oh, maybe they are just weird on camera? Maybe the cameras are
Really?
bothering them?"
Yeah, maybe. I don't know because I'm still convinced that Will is faking it. "I'm well and you." I just feel like he don't talk like that. He'd be like, "What's up?" Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like that's why his friends were like joking with him and like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like I just feel like he's full of shit. Um
yeah,
But I don't know, I also do feel like, Brittany deals with a lot of insecurities, and that's
mhm.
why and we kind of that's why she's, like, unsure of her position in his life, and, like, I just don't there's something there's just they just don't seem compatible to me.
No, I think their love languages are too different. She needs a lot of reassurance, and it almost seems to like annoy him to have to give any reassurance. He likes to sort of like razz his partner a little and make fun of them, and I think she takes it too seriously. I'm surprised she said that their intimacy was good. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know where that came from because
yeah.
you can't really fake that, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but because we've seen her complaining when it wasn't good, so I don't see her just like saying that
yeah.
they're doing it just for shits and giggles. I believe her if she says like it's happening,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, I definitely was like, "There's no chance for these 2," and by the end of the episode, I was like, "Maybe there is, we'll see."
no,
No,
no.
you're
I don't
still
know.
no.
I just remember in the previews her being like, I've never loved anyone like this before. But I'm like, there's no way in hell that he's going through with it. Like when he came home from work and they were sitting on the couch and I could tell that she just wants to do for him, right? Like she just wants to
Mhm.
make him happy. She wants to do, she wants to, you know, speak to him in his love language, right? Rather that's cooking, rather that's getting him something, catering to him. She wants to cater to him. And like
Yeah.
he's like, "No, just sit with me. Like just sit with me." And she's like, "Oh, okay." But it just almost seems like he gets not angry, frustrated that she wants to do for him. And then she gets frustrated because he's not allowing her to do for him. Obviously, the way she shows love is acts of service. So she's trying to
Mhm.
I can literally physically see her trying to do for him, and he
Yeah.
just like kind of won't allow
Let
it.
her.
Like, I don't know, something's off with them. I ain't buying it.
Yeah,
I think she's into it, I don't think he's into it.
I agree. I feels like he's faking everything, like his
Yeah,
personality, his
seashells and
interest.
earrings. Oh, did you notice the seashells and dangle earrings? 'Cause I did. At boys' night, bitch, I
A
said,
seashell?
he has on a seashell necklace, like, he has on, like, the little shell necklace,
Yeah.
dangle earrings, chest out. I said, "Ooh, okay, he ready." He is ready. I
I've
don't
never
know
seen
for what, but, like,
uh,
go ahead. Get it,
uh,
sister girl.
yeah, I've never seen a man wear the shell necklace and the dangle earring together, like, that's 2 red flags,
It's
right out there on your face, so
wrapped into one, yeah.
we had someone change our mind about dangle earrings, didn't we? Wasn't there
It
one
was
good
the
man
guy
out there?
from, it was the guy from the show that Chloe hosted, Sneaky Links.
Yeah, and they broke up, so right? I think they broke up, so
You know,
earrings is still a
we
red flag till we
should
get a
connect
good
the
example.
2 of them. We should connect Will, and I forgot his name, it started with a T, his name.
Yeah, I think, like, Tim maybe?
Troy?
Tom? Trevor? Troy?
See how quickly we forget?
Something like
But
that.
I feel like them 2 would make a cute couple.
Cute couple of friends.
Yeah, that would make it well, I think that would
2
work out.
buddies. 2
Yeah.
earring sharing friends, which
They
would
have
be great.
similar styles, similar vibes. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you said you don't like a eccentric man, is that what the word was?
eclectic. Mhm.
Eclectic.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
being eclectic. I don't wanna share earrings with my boo. I don't wanna share lace tops with my boo. Like I said, there's only room for one bad bitch in this relationship. I don't want to compete with, like,
No,
fashions,
uh,
lace, earrings, you know, shell necklaces. I don't wear shell necklaces, but it's just,
yeah.
some people like that, like, though, eclectic, like,
Mhm.
vibe. Not
Yeah,
me.
some men can really pull it off, but if it's not
Yeah,
your type, it's not your type. So, I mean,
exactly.
Brittany seems cool with it,
Yeah,
so good
yeah,
for her.
good for her.
Rhonda and Pat, they started out the episode good. I feel like like we said last time, if she can sort of no, she noticed what she had done wrong. How if she acts this way, he's not going to tell her anything. It's going
Mm,
to be an issue. So she said, like, she didn't want to do that to him and make him not be comfortable to open up to her. They use that therapy thing where it's like, when you said this, I felt this, which is a
mhm,
good way to describe instead of like you did this. When they were gardening, it just felt like she's very bossy, right? Nothing wrong with that, but
yeah,
he's so unbossy. Like it does, even though they're the same age, or it just starts to feel like mother and son when you're like, do this, do that, like garden, and
mhm.
it's a weird dynamic,
Yep,
right?
yep, and it's hard, though, when you've been single for that long and you're so used to being by yourself and you're so used to maybe telling your kids to help you out and you're just not
Hmm.
used to having a partner. That's why people who have been single for a long time find it difficult to get into relationships because you have to listen to somebody else, you have to care about what they like when you're so used to just doing your own shit, and I can tell that that's where Rhonda's at, but again, I do think that that super passive personality and that super fiery personality could balance each other if done right, but I think she seems a
Yeah.
little annoyed by him.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's not like she's just getting to run the show and he's fine with it and she's happy with it. She's very bossy and wants things done a certain way, but then she's not happy with how he's doing it, or like she seems annoyed by him, like you said. So it's like she can't have it both ways. And she is recognizing like what she's doing wrong, where she married someone, moved in, wanted to change the bedding, and he got mad and she doesn't want to be that person. So it's like, well, then just don't be that person. Let him help and have some control, but I don't think it's probably hard to change at that age after that much time on your own. Is this the first we heard of her having 2 marriages? I thought we only knew about 1.
I thought we only knew about 1, 2 or maybe no, I think maybe in the beginning episode she had 1 long-term marriage, and then the second one was very, very short. Very sh
Okay, okay.
very, very short. I feel like I'm not making that up. But I do keep confusing her and Belinda's story, so maybe that was Belinda.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
no, maybe she mentioned it and I just forgot because all I could think of was Chad's, like, 4 marriages, so I was like, I didn't think anyone else had 2, but maybe I missed that part, but, yeah, that seems like a bad idea to not move in with someone till you're married, right? Because you gotta learn these things. So at least they're doing it opposite on this show, they
right.
get married, but they don't, like, have to move in yet. It
Mhm.
seems like she wants separate living, but I don't know how like, what's the point of being married then, right?
I don't know. It works for some people. Like, I think that in this experiment, it could work because I do think you should take your time because it's just such an abnormal experiment. Um, I think we seen on Selling Sunset, another show that we're covering, they were like they were discussing the idea of like separate living quarters because that's how they
Yeah.
used to do it back in the day. I don't know. I like being up under my boo. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I
Yeah.
got one, I don't. But if I did like being up under them. I like cuddling. I like being in the same room.
Mhm,
And Pat seems like a little like clingy. He seems like he wants that. So I don't
mhm.
think he's gonna go for that at all. But I definitely think
No.
that's where it's headed with them. Like she's definitely going to propose that, you know?
Yeah, I do think, like, as much as I feel like it would be nice to have your own bedroom or your own house even, especially as you're older and been married a long time, I think it would be so easy to become disconnected, right? Because, like, when you're like, my husband's super busy, I'm busy, we don't see each other too much, but at least at the end of the day, you're like, you go to bed
Yeah.
together and you have
Yeah.
that. If you're just going back to your own bedroom, it just would feel very roommate y,
Yeah, that's true.
and
That's true.
especially if you when you've been together forever and maybe you don't have the romantic spark as much, or maybe it keeps it alive by not being together every night. I don't know. I'd have to
No,
try
no,
it,
I
but
agree that like because sometimes you guys, the only time you're seeing each other or spending time together is those few hours where you're asleep, you know? And if you
yeah.
have a demanding job or you know what I mean? Like, or when your husband's in trial, he's gone all day and it's like that
Yeah.
moment is so important, you know?
Yeah.
So I agree, but I definitely think Rhonda is hinting at like, bitch, go stay
Yeah.
with your mom and don't bring
Yeah.
that shit over here until I'm ready for you to come over here, and I just don't think Pat's gonna
Yeah.
go for it.
No, and I thought she brought up something interesting, which is that she wouldn't be, and I think some of the other ladies agreed, like, I wouldn't be trying so hard to make it work if we weren't already married. And I think that might be such an interesting point, though, for like dating today, right? Because there is so many options and the apps, and like you find one flaw in someone, and then you're like, okay, on to the next, but then they have a flaw, and then you're on to the next, and like it
Absolutely.
is we give up so easily these days, right? And I think the fact that they can't just like walk away so easily makes you try harder and see if you can work around these flaws
Yeah,
because
yeah,
everyone's got something, right? So you have to
yeah,
decide is it worth working on or not. So
yeah,
I think I think it's cool that they're learning. I mean, Rhonda obviously has been married a few times. She probably already knows about that, but interesting to point out like it gives you a reason to try harder, which I think people don't really do that anymore. So,
yeah. I think that's the beauty of this show and this experiment because to even all of them, like, to see Josh and Jalen who are, like, very, very they seem very, very compatible. They seem like they're on the same page and want the same things. Even she said, like, there were things about him that she probably would have been like, not going on a second date with this guy," but because she's
yeah.
stuck in it, she would have missed out on who he is and what seems to be like a really good
Mhm.
marriage, so I think that is an interesting concept. Like I think, yeah, Rhonda would have cut Pat loose. Belinda would have. I don't think they're going to work out, but we'll get
No.
to them. But you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
try so hard if you weren't married. Definitely same with like Will and Brittany, who I also think are ultimately not going to make it. But for a couple like Josh and Jalen, that's the point, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the point. Like, because especially in today's day and age, dating people are so accessible if that's what you're looking to do because of the apps and social media have made it so simple. Like, I can't tell you the
Mhm.
last time a guy walked up to me and asked me for my phone number.
Well, the grocery store guy a while ago, remember? The ol
Like,
the
yeah,
older gentleman.
it's very rare, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just maybe makes you realize if you leave immediately like, "Oh, this is a red flag," or "I'm not into that," before you give someone a chance, you might miss out on a lot of good, so
Yeah.
but then it's hard because sometimes it's like people waste a lot of time overlooking red flags, right? And you're like, I could have just got out of this right when I saw the issue, but I wasted all this time. So it's a double-edged
Gotta
sword,
have
I
yeah,
think.
you've got to know when to call it. You've got to know
Yeah.
when it's like, "Okay, I'm giving up." My you know, the rule of dating that my friend had always said to me, she was like, give every date, even if the first date is bad, give every date at least 3 dates. If
Hmm.
you're still unsure after the 3rd date, because she swears by the fact that her first date with her husband, she was like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll see him again. Maybe I won't. Like she was unsure and she didn't want to go on a second date with him. And then she said
Yeah.
by date number 3, she was like, okay, I like this guy. But their first date wasn't great. You know, she didn't
No.
feel sparks and like, oh my God, this is the one. So she said, give
Hmm.
everyone a 3-date minimum.
My first day with my husband, he showed up in a leather jacket and I roasted him and he still talks about it to this day. So that could have been immediately like done, right? Now here it
Right.
is 18 years
Right.
later, but I this was back in the 2000s when like I don't know, people that at least in my crew no one wore leather jackets. It was just like a very too fancy for what we were doing. So
Okay.
he showed up and I was like, who wears a leather jacket? This is so weird. And and it worked out, so
I'm
yeah.
Ashley, you roasted him.
I might be the Megan and he's the Derek, I think,
Well,
but I
he
don't get that
loves it. He
upset.
loves it. Barely 18 years later, you guys are still happy, so that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little fire, but Megan needs to just
She needs to
learn how to
fucking
take
relax.
criticism.
She
Yeah.
she needs to open up and not take everything as an attack, but yeah,
Yeah. Chad and Belinda, what do
doomed,
you think?
doomed, doomed.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I
like
mean, the
him.
dancing's cute, but it's a little fake, right? Are they
It's
faking it?
fake.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys let me know how you're reading it. To me, she does not like him. She is not into him. He forced her to say, "I love you." He gave her all those fucking compliments. She didn't return the not one compliment, and finally was like, "I love you too." I don't believe that she loves him. I don't think she's into him, and I can't understand why. I feel like, again, we said this last time, I feel like there's something going on off camera that we're not seeing, but
Mhm.
she's not into it. And I'm sorry, him hanging an American flag off of the balcony was a huge red flag to me. I don't know why the American flag to me just screams, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Not surprised. I feel like the tracks, like, that
Yeah,
seems like
yeah.
something you would do.
Mhm.
Uh, did he go to an event for, like, a family member, but she didn't go with him? Like, did she explain why she didn't go?
No,
I
that
thought that
part
was weird.
confused me. Yeah,
Yeah, for one of his kids, right?
yeah,
Or some yeah.
yeah. No, you think she's into it?
I mean, the fact that she didn't go to the family event, I thought was telling because it's sort of like on Love Is Blind when we're not meeting families and stuff, so you know this is probably they're just riding it out till the decision day,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's trying with the dancing and the love notes, but again, could be performative. I wanna know what's happening off camera with them because she definitely feels like there's a lot she's not saying. Right. She's just trying to keep the
100%.
peace.
She's trying to keep
Mhm.
the peace, she's trying to keep it cute. But something in like, cause he seems fine on camera, like, he seems really into it, he's complimenting her, he's dancing with her, he's cooking for her, he's doing everything textbook right, but something is off with her energy. She's, like, very, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I can see it, and I'm like and so even when she said, "I love you," she's like, "I love you too. Now let's go to bed." Like, you know, and clearly they're fucking too. So I it's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe she's just awkward on camera and we're misreading it, but something's going on to me off camera that we're not seeing, and she's not into it. I think they're doomed.
Maybe it's something to do with the producers because we saw in that one scene where he got upset with them and
Mhm.
I like I said, I didn't realize they're like right up in there during filming saying like talk about this and say this and maybe they're just because a lot of them seem like something's going on that we don't see. So maybe they're like fighting with the producers or something
Yeah.
because
Sure.
yeah, they're seeming like mad or not happy to be there or some kind of tension. And we don't
Yeah.
know if it's between the couple or what. Maybe she wants to leave, but doesn't want to disappoint her daughter because they're doing it together.
Yeah.
So,
It could
It
be,
could be
yeah,
that.
but something's
Mhm.
off for sure.
Well, Josh and Jalen, I think, are the most compatible, doing the best, except the preview has me nervous. Something about an ex. Did you see that?
Yeah, because we see
Yeah.
them do this experiment where he makes it seem like, she kind of voices that she doesn't want him talking to exes. There's no need to talk to exes. She doesn't talk to any exes. And then we hear him kind of say, like, I do have an ex that I talk to on Instagram, but if you don't want me to, then I won't. And it seems
Mhm.
like that's gonna be an issue, like,
Mhm.
and I did think,
What
like, the whole prenup conversation or postnup just went out the window, right? Like, he was like, "I'm not gonna get one anymore," but I
yeah.
think it was a very smart thing to get one, but I don't
Mhm.
know. So now it's like, "Oh, is Josh faking for the camera?" Because why what are your thoughts on communicating with exes?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you the same thing. I'm like, I don't know. It's harder for me, I think, because I have been in a relationship for so long, right? And I haven't had an ex for 18
Yeah,
years. So, of course, I'm
yeah.
not talking to that guy because it's been like almost 20 years. And I don't know. My husband tells me he was a playboy, but I've never seen an ex, a woman. But apparently, him and his brothers were raking it in back in the day.
Back in that day, they was
But
neat.
apparently, when I met him, him and his brothers had just gone to Mexico, and there was a lot of shirtless photos on his Facebook,
Mm,
but
mm.
I don't know. I've never seen an actual woman claiming to be his ex, so I don't think he's communicating with them. It would be weird after 18 years,
I
but
know. I So here's the thing. I don't like it. When I'm in a
no.
relationship, I don't like it. I don't think if you and your ex are such good friends, then why the fuck didn't it work out? Like, especially
Mhm.
if you guys are not like, if you think you're gonna be hanging out and fucking
No.
going down bitch, please, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. But then on the flip side, I think it depends on the amount of time because my high school boyfriend, I am still very good friends with him. Do we talk every
Mhm.
day? No. But do we talk every once in a while and grab lunch to catch up? Yes. You know what I mean? On
Mhm.
his birthday or like maybe once a year, twice a year, and there's nothing there. Like
Yeah.
no it feels bizarre even saying that we're exes because it just doesn't feel like we're exes. He came to like a game night because he's obviously close to my family, and, like, I'm, like, trying to hook him up with one of my sister's friends, like, you know what I mean? So it's not like that at all, like, there's no
You don't
romantic
think it's like that for him? Like, if you were like, "Let's have sex right now," he would say no?
he'd probably say yes. If I was like, "Hey, you want some?" But I don't get that I mean, because I don't think any man would be like, "No, I don't no thanks, no to pussy today," like, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't feel any romantic vibe from him either, like, for him to be like, "Oh, hook me up with your sister's friend, like, I think she's cute," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh," like, you know what I mean? Um, but every time he gets in a relationship, the
Yeah.
girlfriend does not want him talking to me, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"I get it. First of all,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you talking to me either, like, you know what because if I did, I'd have
Yeah.
him. I get it because we dated in high school for 4 years. He was my first love, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
but it was also so long ago. Like, so I
Yeah.
do think, that's the only ex that I still talk to, and again, sporadically, occasionally, but, like, following on Instagram and having Instagram, following each other on social media is a constant means of communicate that's keeping up with them, right? I mean, me and
Yeah.
you follow each
Mhm.
other on Instagram too, but it's keeping up with
So
them.
when are you marrying this man?
No! Ew! Like, seriously, no, 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 ew,
Yeah.
no. But, um, yeah, it's a constant, and we follow each other on Instagram, but he doesn't, like, DM me or anything like that,
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? Like
I think what it is like a form of nostalgia, and also, like, when you're single and, like, when he's single and you don't have that person giving you that role in your life, that male energy or that emotional support or that friendship, right? Like, you don't get that from a partner. It's natural to get that from him, not in a romantic way, you know? And then
Yeah.
once you do have a partner, maybe that's when they say, like, we you don't really want them getting that from someone else fulfilled, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It's
you
all
only have so much to go around, and if you have this best friend that's a girl and she's getting your energy, your time, your it that's where it gets to be a problem. But if you're both single, I think it can be fine.
yeah, but then it's like, yeah, if you guys are both single, but then when one gets in a relationship, it does seem very like, "Oh, you're just gonna cut me off." Because I've told him that before, like, "Oh, you're just gonna cut me off because you got a fucking girlfriend?" Like, I'm
Mhm.
not, you know what I mean? No. Like, stay on that side of the fence then. You know what I mean? Because, you don't want like, "Oh, we could be friends now. I'm single. Oh, we can't be friends now." Because it was completely platonic, you know what I mean? But I do
Mhm.
think that oftentimes it's not completely platonic. Like, there is, like
Yeah.
you said, you're getting something from that other person. Um, so I personally don't like it. Like, I've
No.
had the situation with Christmas Tree Boy where he still followed his ex on Instagram, and he also had a friend, a best friend that he had slept with a couple times, and that was just an issue for me because I'm like, I don't know. So I get it. I don't I and the simple fact that he said on camera, "I'm not gonna do it anymore. I will unfollow her," and then to now later find out that you didn't, like, yeah, no, it's gonna
Mhm.
be it's smoke. Not like divorce smoke, but like stop being a
Yeah.
sneaky bitch smoke. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, not a good sign. Do you think he changed his mind on the post not because he knows they're not gonna stay together or because he feels like he can trust her and he's sure that they're solid? Which way do you think it is?
Right now it seems like because he knows that they're solid, but you can't trust
Mhm.
these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of feels I don't know what the situation with his ex is, right? Like, did he end it or did the ex? Because it sort of feels like I think this is I've read about something where this happens, right? Where if you get in a new relationship, it's good for a little bit, but then you find yourself comparing with the ex, right? And being like, well, this was better or that was better because your hindsight is just clouded, right? And so
No.
he might be going through that where at first he was so excited about Jalen, wants to be with her, but then you start thinking about the ex and like maybe I made a mistake, maybe I should be with that ex, or did the ex dump him? We need more details. So
Yeah. Yeah.
'cause, yeah, I'm like, why are they talking? If he's literally just got married to a stranger, you kinda have a lot on your plate, so I don't know if he should be spending his time talking to someone unless he's having these thoughts of, like, "Should I be with that person?" Or
Yeah,
maybe it's
that's
super
what I do.
casual, I don't know.
Get back with your ex then.
Yeah.
Go, since y'all such good friends and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, go get back together.
Mhm. Yeah, it just feels unnecessary, so
Yeah.
we'll probably get more details next time. It was only in the preview, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah,
see
we'll
what
see.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, any other thoughts about Married at First Sight?
No, I like it. I'm enjoying watching it, so.
Yeah, I know. I like not knowing what's happening, and I feel like no one is super solid. Like, there's no one where I'm like, they're definitely gonna stay together. So I feel like we will be surprised a little bit.
I think, Jalen and Josh
Yeah,
are for like, I put my eggs in their basket if I had to.
I agree. I think they're definitely the best bet. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens on the next drop, and we'll be back with more Love is Blind cast tea. I think there's more interviews tomorrow. We mentioned earlier,
Ugh.
and we have our Whitney interview tomorrow. And our Salt Lake City recap and our Potomac recap and our Orange County recap is already out and our Selling Sunset recap's already out. When do we sleep? That's a
We
lot of shows,
we
so
don't we
we don't.
don't.
And we also have a Housewives of London interview tomorrow too. So we have tons of good stuff this week. We thought we'd be bored after Love is Blind, but we're never bored over here. So
Never, and we got BravoCon next week, like, we've got so much for you guys.
we're going to Vegas next Thursday.
Yeah,
9 days. I'm so
yeah,
excited. So
yeah.
we have lots of fun surprises in store for that. So stay tuned and thank you so much for listening and your support. And we'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.